A very warm good morning to all my dear students. Today our new chapter is from civics portion, that is key elements of a democratic government. Children, in this chapter we will come to know about some of the key elements that influence the working of a democratic government. These include people's participation, the resolution of conflict, and equality and justice. Participation. Why do we have regular elections? You must have read in the previous chapter that people make decisions in a democracy. Through voting in election, people choose their leaders to represent them. These representatives take decisions on behalf of the people. In doing that, it is assumed that the representatives will keep the voices and interests of people in mind. Participation through elections. The most common way of participating in a democratic government is through elections by means of adult franchise. It means that the citizens of India who have attained the minimum age of 18 years and have their names in the voting list can cast their votes in the election. People also elect their government for a certain period of time. This is known as the term of the government. The term of a democratic government is different in different countries. In India, it is 5 years. It means that once the government is elected, it remains in power for 5 years only. Thereafter, the fresh elections are held to form a new government. Other ways of participating. Elections are held usually in 5 years. Besides voting, there are other ways of participation. People participate by taking an interest in the working of the government and criticizing it when required. In August 2005, when government increased the money for electricity that people had to pay, the people expressed their disapproval very sadly. They took out rallies and also organized signature campaigns. There are many other ways like newspaper, magazines and TV shows. A democratic government is chosen by the people. If people are unhappy with any policy made by the government, they freely state their viewpoint. People also make use of the media to voice their grievances. Different means of communication like the newspaper, television, radio, computer, etc. play a crucial role in voicing public opinion. Need to resolve conflict. Children, conflicts occur when people of different cultures, religions, regions or economic backgrounds do not get along with each other, right? People may use violent means to settle their differences. These leads to fear and tension among people living in that area. Religious processions and celebrations can sometimes lead to conflicts. The government, particularly the police, play an important role in getting representatives of concerned communities to meet and try and arrive at a solution. Rivers too can become a source of conflict between states. A river may begin in one state, flow through another and end in third state. The equal sharing of the river can become a topic for conflict. Conflicts must be resolved according to the laws of the land. Certain conflicts are settled by the police and the police maintain law and order. It is the duty of the police to ensure that violence does not take place whenever a conflict arises. Also, police play an important role by joining the religious and other public processions and provide security to them in order to avoid untoward incident. Courts too can resolve certain types of conflicts. For example, if a conflict arises between two or more states, it can be referred to the Supreme Court of India. like Kaveri water dispute between Karnataka and Tamil Nadu. The boundary dispute between Karnataka and Maharashtra are the examples of conflicts between the states. Equality and justice. Now children, one of the key ideas of a democratic government, it is commitment to equality and justice. Equality and justice are inseparable. The earlier practice of untouchability is now banned by law. These group of people were denied education, transport or medical facilities, and even the chance to offer prayers. Dr. Ambedkar, whom you have read about earlier in this book, and many others like him realized that such practices must not continue and that justice can only be achieved when people are treated equally. The government also recognizes this and makes special provisions for groups within society that are unequal. For instance, in our society, there is a general tendency to value and care for the boy child more than the girl child. This means that society does not value the girl and boy child equally, and this is unjust. In this context, the government steps in to promote justice by providing special provisions that can enable girls to overcome the injustice that they are subjected to. Thus, it is possible that fees for girls might be waived or lowered in government schools or colleges. So children, I hope you came to know about different process of a democratic country. The Indian Constitution lays down the basic rules or laws that have to be followed by everyone. These laws are for both the government and the people. Conflicts and differences also have to be resolved according to these laws. So that's all for today. We will come up with a new chapter in our next video. Till then, thank you all.